welcome in today's Inside with Opeyemi. How are you doing? This is Insightful Message section. We've been on a series called Kingdom, and today we'll be looking at Invitation to the Kingdom. Invitation to the Kingdom. Our text is from Matthew chapter 22. That's a feast, the parable of the wedding feast. And so I just want to talk to you that, can you imagine you wanting to have a feast, planning, and you have your, design a invitation card, you go forth telling people, give it to your friends. We don't give invitation cards to enemies. You give it to your friends, family, colleagues. And in this parable, God was actually calling forth. And on the day of the feast, they didn't show up. Imagine such a thing. They didn't show up, and he told the servant, go and look for them, go and call them. And when they went to go and call the people that were given the invitation card, and they said, some of them started giving excuses. One said, I have a farm that I need to attend to my farm. Another one says, I have a business. You people, you need money in the kingdom. But God is saying, no, I need your attendance here. I need your attention here. I want you to be present. I don't want any other thing. That is why if you won't be able to attend, you will have said, okay, maybe you call, as in the literal sense, you will call, or you will tell your friends or your the person inviting you why you won't be able to make it over, and they will know. But this one, you didn't say anything. They called them forth. They didn't come. So God is calling his people. God is calling people forth, come. But some people are just snubbing him. They are not picking his call. They are not coming forth. They are saying, God, I have a business, I have this, I have farm that I need to attend to. As if it's all the day you will use for all the farm and the business. It's calling you forth, inviting you. And don't forget, because they didn't come, they were unworthy. Because in the real sense, when you are worthy, when a king is calling you, you will come forth. Let me give you an example so you understand what I'm saying. Imagine this is Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari is calling you forth. You will come. Because a king doesn't just call. It's at his own, will I say, likeness that he calls you. Imagine, I'm in Lagos State. Imagine Governor Sanwo-Olu calls you forth, calls me forth. Probably he has seen something, you don't, or you'll be recommended, calling, you will show up. Except maybe you are out of the country. So he was calling them forth, but they didn't show up. That's actually dishonor. So God is calling you forth, telling you to do something, and you're not showing up. He's inviting you. That is not fair. That is not good for you. And so when they didn't show up, the king needed, and the feast everything was planned. The food was ready. Everything was ready. So the king told his servants, he said, go forth, go to the highways, go and summon the people that you can see. Let them come forth. Let them come, and because this feast has to be carried out. Because people didn't show up doesn't mean we'll now cancel the feast. No, that is the way the kingdom is. Because no, don't forget, in the days of Noah, it was only Noah's family that was saved. It's only the kingdom of God will not bend because of one person. If God is actually, no, it won't bend. There are some things that will go, mercy, but it won't bend because of one person. And so they went for the servant to call for the people. And when the people came in, there were people that were not invited. They didn't have invitation card, but they came in. And along the line, when the king, because the feast was for the son of the king, when the king was to come in, he saw a man there. And he saw the man that he wasn't wearing his wedding clothes. And he said, how did you get here? And the funniest thing was, even the man himself is questionable. He saw other people wearing, don't forget that they picked them all from different places, both good and evil. So you in a wedding place, don't forget that in Nigeria, or especially when you're having party, you want a uniform color or a uniform style, or even some people will go as far as taking ashwebi. Some will do maybe color, wear pink, anything pink is okay, maybe bridegroom, You saw everybody wearing their white robes, wearing their wedding clothes. You didn't wear anything, you didn't wear the same thing. You are like, the man was like the only one odd there. And he didn't even, say, hey, how can I do it? How can I wear this? How, ask his other guests, how did you get this robe? And like that. Not until the king said, oh yeah, get up. And also, what is even, the guy is even questionable. How did he enter? Was there no bouncer, no guard at the entrance? Because there are some certain places that if it's strictly by a wedding gown or a clothing, you wouldn't come inside. You wouldn't be allowed. Don't forget, this is a party that has been prepared, that has been planned. Cards have been, wedding invitation has been sent across to people. So don't give excuses because God has called me, everybody gbogbo. No, it's not gbogbo. You still have to listen, you still have to obey him, you still have to know what to wear and what not to wear. You still have to know how to behave and how not to behave. Not everything is acceptable in the kingdom.